When the peppers cool down, we transfer them to a bowl. Now comes the most tedious part, peeling the peppers. We remove the skin and discard the seeds and stem. It would be best not to wash the peppers completely. To preserve the flavor, occasionally dip your fingers to wash them. And continue peeling the peppers. After peeling, place the peppers in a sieve you've set over a pot. I left the peppers to drain overnight and they drained very well. While draining, I emptied the water a few times. The next step is grinding the peppers. Choose your usual method, whether it's a manual or electric grinder, a blender but not too finely, or even shredding or chopping them. You'll need a larger but wider pot. For Ajvar, larger, shallower pots are typically used, so the peppers can fry on a larger surface. Now pour in 400 milliliters of oil. 400 milliliters of oil goes with 10 kilograms of fresh peppers. See how much roasted ground pepper I've got? About 6 kilograms. Now we'll take this oil to the fire to heat up. Once the oil is heated, we'll add the peppers. We immediately start stirring to combine the peppers and oil. Once the peppers start frying, we add salt. I'm adding 2 level tablespoons of salt, that's 35 grams. After an hour and a half of frying, this is how the peppers look. As you can see, the color has already changed. There's still liquid left, so we'll continue frying for another hour or hour and a half. Ajvar is now at that stage. You neither stir constantly, nor leave it unattended for minutes because it will burn. At this point, it's necessary to stay beside it and stir continuously. You check the consistency like this. When it leaves a fine trace behind, Ajvar is done. We still have a bit more cooking left. Ajvar is almost done. I've tasted it. For our taste, 1 more tablespoon of salt is needed. And regularly add 2 tablespoons of vinegar. Now mix everything and let it simmer for a bit. Then taste again and add seasoning if needed. Real Ajvar is made only from peppers, oil, vinegar, and salt. Towards the end of frying, preheat the oven to 100 degrees Celsius and place jars inside for 15 to 20 minutes to sterilize. After 2.5 hours of frying, Ajvar is ready. Before taking it off the heat, be sure to taste it. I've tasted it, and now I'll add half a tablespoon of salt and 1 tablespoon of vinegar. In total, I've added about 70 grams of salt and 3 tablespoons of vinegar. Now we just need to fill the jars. We pour hot Ajvar into hot jars. Spoon it in slowly and press it down to expel as much air as possible. Once we've filled the jars with Ajvar, we close them. But first you have to match the right lid to the right jar. Tighten them well and turn the jars upside down. You can sterilize the jars further by placing them in a pot, filling it with water to the brim and boiling them for 15 minutes. You can also do this in the oven for an hour to an hour and a half at 100 degrees Celsius. I'll stack them together and grab a blanket to wrap them. Leave them like this to cool until morning. This is the amount you get from 10 kilograms of peppers, 3 to 3.5 kilograms of Ajvar.